Hello. So it is a chilly day. I've got like two fleeces on. Of course, it's not actually that cold. We're here in Virginia, and this time of year we're at about like 60s, 50s during the day, but got a little bit of rain kind of threatening, and so there's a little chill in the air, and it's just kind of cold. But I am still seed starting. I have a whole stack of seeds that I want to start, and these are going to be a little bit of an experiment. They're a bunch of cool weather crops that I want to start in the Unheated greenhouse. So I've got my seed tray here. This is the 60 cell seed tray, and I just pre-moistened the soil a little bit. We've got the Unheated greenhouse over there waiting, and I just want to try to see how starting things in the Unheated greenhouse goes this time of year. Last spring I did some like different lettuces, some bunching onions, and they did really well being started in that greenhouse in the spring. And so I'm kind of curious to see how they will do here in the fall. We have kind of an interesting season in the fact that we really don't get cold until January and February. Those are kind of our only two cold months. So it'll get down to maybe like 20s at night. This is Fahrenheit, so below freezing, but not super cold. We'll get a few cold nights, and depending on the year, things can overwinter really well. Last year we got a couple really cold snaps that took out my arugulas and stuff like that, but the year before I think my arugula grew all the way through, and I had things like collard greens, mustard greens. They all did really well all winter long. So there's kind of some potential, especially with the protection of the Unheated greenhouse, that these could really get going. And I'm kind of just hoping that by starting them in there now, over the next like month, 6 weeks or so, oh, there's a fluff on my ring. Over the next like 6 weeks or so, they can really get going, and then I can plant them out into different containers in different spaces where I'd like to have these things. I would like to redo the green onions that I have in this bed because they got really taken out by slugs. I've got some that I've started inside the house, but I want to just try to start some in the greenhouse as well. Now out here in the Unheated greenhouse, the thing we're kind of fighting against is the fact that there still isn't, any additional light other than the sunlight, and our days are getting shorter. So that can cause things to grow slower, and that can be a little bit of a challenge. So these things may grow slow. If nothing else, maybe I'll just overwinter them in the greenhouse and then plant them out in the spring. I'm not exactly sure what that'll look like, but we're gonna give it a try. I just pulled out a bunch of cool weather kind of fall, winter, spring crops. And yeah, let me show you what I have. So the first one are a couple of bunching onions. I'm trying these two varieties. So red beard, really fun, like beautiful color. And a short day variety, so that's nice. It's kind of fast growing, 40 to 50 days until maturity. So these may do really well. We'll kind of just see. And then I also have a more like classic variety. These are longer days. So these are 60 or 80 days to maturity. So that'll be kind of interesting to compare the difference of how these two grow. Maybe we'll know for next year that, the just shorter variety is the way to go, like in fall plantings. It's always kind of interesting to be able to tell that. Then I have a spinach. Spinach is a great cool weather crop. And this is the Giant Noble, which is just supposed to be a really delicious spinach for eating, and I would love to get some spinach in my salads. I also do have my Tokyo White Long bunching onion, which has been my favorite tried or true bunching onion. So I thought I would start again, kind of compare and contrast and just see. I know this one grows really well for me. I know it does really well in my garden and my climate, so we'll try that. Then yeah, some more lettuces here. So a Freckles romaine, another one that I've grown a lot and really enjoyed, had really great germination with it. And it's a good one you can really like pack into a container, 40 days to maturity. So hopefully, hey, some lettuce for what, Christmas? And then a cinnamon lettuce. This is just really pretty, so I thought it'd be nice in containers. I'm not going to do a lot of that because I really want to save this for like spring containers since I'm not sure how these are going to grow. But I thought I would just do a little bit. This is a longer variety, so this is 80 days. Grand Rapids lettuce, just for that cool texture. Bronze guard leaf. I thought it's a pretty leaf. Again, like I'm adding these into containers and things, so I want the different shapes and textures and colors. And then pak choi white stem. I had great luck growing pak choi over the winter and having the heads do really well throughout the winter. So I want to do a few of these and see if I can get them. It says 60 days to maturity. So again, we'll kind of see how that goes. But yeah, I just had such a good luck with these, thriving in cool weather, and as it says here, thrives in cool weather. So yeah. Then some cressy greens, because these are just always a super fast green. So if you want to get something going really quickly, these grow really fast. So with these less than ideal, kind of cool, lower light, you know, requirements, maybe not requirements, lower light conditions, maybe those will do well. And then a few radicchio I'm going to try just to sort of see how these go, because I'm on a radicchio testing kick and I'm just trying out as many different radicchios as I can in different situations. So what we need to do, let me see if I brought them out here. We need to make some labels. I'm going to go run inside and grab those, make some labels, and then we'll plant out. All right, here we go. Let's put these right on this rack here. I'm gonna water them in, just like lightly mist over them first, and then I will put the lid back on this whole container. I really need to bring one of my spray bottles with just water out to the garden. I guess I should turn it this way so I can see the labels. All the different varieties. I also did plant in, I just made labels for it, some different mixes, like made my own kind of salad mixes. So this one has Siberian kale, actually wait, this one has Siberian kale, arugula, and Ellenschluss lettuce. This one has Mizuna mustard and viroflay spinach. And then I tried to plant some leeks in this bed, which I'm a little worried about because, as you can see, squirrels got in here and kind of dug around. I did put this here that you see there, these little bits of things, those are actually some soap. So the Irish Spring soap, like that green kind of, I don't know what you call the scent of it, like minty-ish, I guess, I don't know, pine scented Irish Spring soap. I've been using that to help keep the squirrels out of different containers. I just take it, like cut it up in little pieces and put it over the containers. It's nice because it lasts slightly longer than some of the other things. Like it'll handle maybe a rain or two, and then you can also tell it starts to get white and kind of change colors, and you can tell then that you need to replace it. I've tried some of the other deterrents, and you just need to keep up on putting fresh deterrent out so often, and also like, you know, sometimes you forget or you can't quite tell. Like I've used like garlic powder, things like that. It's like if it rains or, you know, you water your garden, then do you need to replace it? With Irish Spring soap, you can kind of like, you can see it starts turning white, and you know, like, okay, it's no longer going to be, you know, really scented or have that effect, and so I should replace it. So that's kind of nice because it's just like an easy sort of cheat to be able to tell when you need to change things up. So that is that, all in the little unheated greenhouse. And as you can see, it's like 75 in this greenhouse, even on a gray, cloudy day. It's 75 in there, and out here it's like maybe 60 at the most. So even with this door open, it heats up so much in there. I do have to make sure I keep the door open. Like I can't let this door be closed, you know, during the day, because it will get well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in here, so that's something I have to keep an eye on. But I think that'll be warm enough to get things germinating. I've seen a lot of really great germination with stuff that I'm planting out. Even in the last couple days, I put some of this little like lettuce mix in this container just in the last couple of days, and it's already really coming up nicely. So that's, you know, encouraging to see. Things are still really germinating well, but now it's just a matter of hopefully the sunlight will be enough that they'll actually grow into their full size. And I just love this kind of thing. I really like experimenting with seeds and plants and seeing what I can do and what I can grow. Every year I change things up. You know, sometimes I forget what I've done and I try it again. But yeah, for me, that's like part of the process of gardening that's super fun, is just trying these different experiments. So that's why I like to do this kind of thing, get these kind of things growing. And yeah, it's just, you know, it's a fun process. So now I've got to, let's see, just do a few more chores out here. I think I'm going to try to move some things around. I have this little, it was like a planting trug, I'm not quite sure what you call it. This is the not pretty part of my garden over here, but I kind of want to move it to this area. This is my banana tree that I tore down that I kind of kept, and it's like stayed green. I don't know. I gotta take that out. But anyways, I got to sweep today too. But yeah, I kind of want to take this and make it into a cute little like planting area. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I want to move it out of this corner and just sort of reorganize this area. So I'm going to do that. Get a little work like that done out here today. So tidy things up a little bit. Still need to handle some of this stuff, but a little change up. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you next one. Bye-bye.